Hello everyone and welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy Heroes video and to a brand new episode of Grand Arena 5v5. As you can see, this is round 3. Unfortunately, I didn't have a very good round at all against Reaver. I completely went full tilt. Unfortunately, didn't keep the right counters. Was trying a new counter, well not a new counter, but a counter that I heard of with LV and Watt and a couple of other tanks and things, but I got absolutely destroyed by her. But luckily, we did actually manage to pull off a win. Not that I actually deserved the win. My opponent definitely should have won. But as you can see from the board, my opponent just did the one attack and then called it quits. I lost against the Reaver with obviously LV Watt, like I mentioned, and I tried to do SLKR, and it is disgusting, this team. So I'm actually going to be bringing that fight out as a short. So obviously make sure to keep your eye out for that. So that should be quite interesting when we get there. And then I just cleared the north and did like one fleet battle because I was in full tilt mode at that moment. But anyway, we're hopefully going to get a nice win today. That's what I'm planning, at least. So as you can see, my opponent today is LUKRA or Lukra. I don't know if that's how you meant to say it, but that's how I'm going to say it. And that they're from the guild Night's Watch, and they have 11.3 million GP, so a million GP more than me. Because I am the baby account of my bracket this week. Hopefully we'll get an easier bracket in terms of similar GP levels, and we can have a bit of fun with Grand Arena, because this week hasn't been the best for me in terms of even matches, I suppose, and trying to get some nice banner wins, which is what I'd normally try to do. But obviously, hopefully you've been entertained with the fails as well. So without further ado, we'll just jump straight into this. Okay, so as you can see, it's very early on in the Grand Arena round. We're literally 50 minutes into the attacking phase. So we are going to be doing our attacks first. Just find it a lot easier to do it this way. And we are going to start off in the south as usual. But rather than going over all the teams all at once, I'm actually going to change up my format a little bit to hopefully make everything flow a little bit better. So I'm actually going to do each individual team, and you'll see what I'm using before I go into the fight, what data card I'm using, and then I'll hopefully be able to explain a bit better why I'm using things and how things are going to go, fingers crossed. But so we are going to start off in the south, and I think I'm probably going to start off with this LV team that has a lot of high relics in it. Okay, so for this LV team, I'm going to be taking SLKR with Crew, Old Duck, and the Zombie, and Watt. Very old school counter for this team. Hopefully be able to get the job done. The LV has got a level 3 Datacron with the tank revive, 45% defense, 6% health, and 21% protection. So it's going to be a very thick team. So LV is going to have a lot of health and protection. So this is really only the counter that I have in order to beat this. I do have Fennec, but I don't have BAM. If I had BAM, I probably could have done Fennec BAM against this, but I'm probably going to have to two-shot this because I don't think my SLKR is going to get a one-shot win. So at least hopefully if we can get most of the team out, we can hopefully clean up maybe a lone LV with Fennec Bounty Hunters. Just to quickly show you, this is the Datacron I'm taking. Crit chance up, damage up, offense up on a basic. Well, not lots of extra health. 6% health and obviously 30% defense. The team hopefully make it a bit more survivable, because this isn't going to be very fun. Yeah, that's a bit annoying. I'm actually going to put health pack on to darken now. Heal there. I can do a swipe. It's my mastery bit on Royal Guard there. Okay. Ooh, what was that? Please don't. I'm gonna heal. Get rid of those dots off Daka. Heal up. Come on. We need to kill Maul first if we can. Oh, that little light did absolutely nothing. Alright, swipe. Nice stuns there, that's good. Take that. Give my pack back to Darker. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. Ouch. Alright, it's coming out. SLKR, please kill Maul. Really? Darker's probably going to die. Ooh. Maybe not. What was I saying? Come on, please. Literally doing no damage at all. Well, it feels like I'm doing no damage. Right, am I going to get another turn before Maul goes? Or I'm actually going to go for a mini ult there. Okay, that kind of works, I guess. And now swipe, hopefully kill the two on the left. Okay, good. Let's swipe on you. Right, can we kill a lone LV? That is the question. Didn't check the mods on the LV to see how healthy it was, but I imagine at Relic 9 with those Datacron stats, it's going to be T up there. Wow, okay. Bad damage. That's not bad damage in return. Going to ult there, mini ult. To save myself a little bit. I'll go for a poke. Ouch, okay. We're definitely going to Fennec this, so he's going to kill me next go. Oh, yeah, okay. The annoying thing about this is that I was probably going to use... Well, I could have used JMK against this, but my JMK is on defense for one of the first times I've ever put him on defense. So that's probably the most frustrating part about this, is that I didn't actually leave myself a lot of counters for like a meta LV team on defense, which I wasn't expecting. So hopefully we'll be able to clean up with these guys. No track yet. I'm going to do that because I don't want to do my basic yet to reset my cooldowns, because that's the deck one I've taken. I'll quickly show you that. Okay, well, that didn't work out how I thought it would, but we'll take the win there. Even though it's slightly annoying I had to do that on a second attempt, but it is what it is. Now I'm going up against the JML team with Grand Inquisitor. This has got a level 3 Datacron on it as well, with tenacity up their game protection up, stacking, resistance penetration, and armor penetration. And I'm hoping that this team that I have set up will work. I have used this team on JML before in a 5v5 format. I just found that Second Sister was probably the better option here as a 5th. 8 Brother, even though he does have a lot of nice control with Jedi in particular, I just find that Second Sister's extra damage just really makes a big difference here. So hopefully we can get a win. And this is the G icon for any of you wondering. You can pause and have a look there. So remove all those buffs off JML. I'll put Torture on him. Is it really worth doing that? I'm gonna do this, protection up. I'll just clear the foresight. Ready for 5th Brother's AoE. Okay, well, I'll heal up Night Sister then. Alright, now we can go after you. See if we're going to pass some ability blocks. Wow, okay. Was not expecting Ezra to get nuked. I'm just going to stop Jolie from reviving everyone. Get a basic block, please. Yep. Right, let's get 6 stacks. Get GR's bonus turn. We'll get some torture and everyone gets some nice buffs. Then we'll do an AoE with Night Sister. And then throw this out to probably kill both of them. Very nice. Or 65 banners. So a bit of redemption. Well, not redemption, but makes me feel a bit better about the last 2 fights, essentially. Next, we have the Qui-Gon Jinn team. This is more or less the meta Qui-Gon Jinn team now that you use Ahsoka and General Kenobi. Luckily for my Bad Batch, I'm a lot faster, so I'm actually going to take in a full squad, even with the Gear 12 Omega, just to get that pre-taunt up on Wrecker. Hopefully we can land some stuns at the beginning and get a nice win here, but they do have a level 6 Datacron with recovering health and protection with buffs, extra armor penetration, armor, tenacity, and resistance penetration. But hopefully that tenacity won't make too much of a difference for my Bad Batch squad, with being fingers crossed. So because I'm not taking in a Datacron, I don't need to show you anything at the beginning. If you get some stuns, nice. Everyone got stunned. Right, can we kill off Qui-Gon with a side hit from the defense up damage? Actually, has Thingy taken his turn? He has, okay. Maybe. Let's go for it. Okay, nice. Put on a Mega, he hit nothing. But there we go, 4A65. Now we probably have the most riskiest counter of them all. I'm going to be using Wampa against this GG team, but I am slightly hesitant and probably think this might lose just because of the relics that they have, and I'm worried about B1 assisting all the time, being at relic 8. And this does have a level 3 Datacron with tank revive, so either Magna Guard or B2 will come back at least once, and they do have extra health and protection, so that health is really going to ramp up the GG, who I believe has quite a high health pool. Oh, actually not that bad. They obviously decided to go for a bit more potency for maybe our JML counter of some sort. So we might be okay, actually, considering that I thought that might have been like over 160k health. But I don't want to jinx anything, so we're just going to go straight into it. Okay, so this is the deck I'm taking quickly. I'll show you that. A bit of extra armor, armor pen, and tenacity, just to help stop us getting to target locks and things. I don't want that. So let's actually go for a slam. Not going to clear the extortion. The raw. Raw again. That's fine, that's the tank revive. Oh, I thought we would have a slam already by now, but fine. Right, slam. Good timing for the bonus turn. No point getting rid of that extortion, because all I'm going to do is just give bonus stats to the other team, and they're just going to keep reapplying it. Should have a slam. Good. Let's do raw. B1. Do 2 turns there from the bonus turn. Let's just kill GG. We just got low Nute to Wamp. For what should be a 68. It is. And now that opens up the back wall so we can see what's on there. So now we have got the first zone down. Obviously, I'm bit disappointed that we were able to get a one-shot against the LV. Like I already mentioned, we just didn't have the right counter available to us, so the two-shot was probably my best case scenario, instead of trying something a bit different and then maybe even dropping even more than the one fight. So we are going to go over each team individually again, and we'll jump straight into the north zone because I'm definitely going to do that first, just to make sure we can get the ships, and we'll probably leave Jango for last, as you can see in the south. So I think we'll probably start off with the Galactic Legends. So we'll probably start off with this Rey team, I think. So this is the lineup I'm taking for the Rey fight. I was thinking of taking Palpatine Starkiller, but I just feel like that's probably not going to work against the triple tank setup. And looking on .gg, they seem to agree with me in that it wasn't a very high win rate. And this Rey is pretty bonkers. It's got about 250k health with the Datacron and about 12.5k offense. So this is what the team is running. And this level 6 is quite difficult with Starkiller as well, because you are relying on being able to crit the opponent in order to actually charge up your ultimate, in terms of actually getting some more unleash stacks. I don't know what they called it, but luckily nothing too crazy on the stat side of things, so hopefully we should be able to get a nice win here with the team that I have selected. Okay, so we do get to start, which is good. This is the Datacron I'm taking, so tenacity up, we're getting protection up, bit of extra tenacity, health, armor, and some potency to hopefully land these ability blocks at the beginning. Okay, we got it on Rey, which is good. I'm gonna do it again with Ben because we need more. I'll give Master Training over to Luke. I'll go for some stuns. Start clearing off some of these taunts. Let's get days on Rey. Hermit. Yeah, that's a bit annoying. Didn't get her into damage immunity before she went into ult. It's been a while since I've run a JML fight against this. Against Rey, at least. I'll probably do some misplays in this. Right, ultimate, which is good. Some ability blocks. Okay, that stops Rey from doing her whirlwind. That's good. This to JML. Flux, please get some ability blocks again. It's good. We do. Right, stun. Big hit on Rey. No. Not. She had the crit avoidance thing. There we go. Let's go after you. Start healing up a little bit. Let's do a big heal there. Nice ability block on Ben. We wanted that so he doesn't apply healing immunity to us. Don't know how much damage it's going to do, but I'm not looking forward to it. Oh, okay. Alright, F-Flux. Okay, good. Please kill Rey. Just pull in Ben. Okay, good. Right. I've got to try and heal up a little bit. Probably should have called in Hermit there, but never mind. Now we'll call in Hermit. Let's warm up with Ben. Now we'll heal up. Call in Hermit for healing. F-Flux again. I'll just basic there for healing. Stuns. We need to speed up a little bit because I think we're running out of time. Focus her into damage immunity. I wanted to get right heal. Come on, Hondo, take a turn. A bit of full auto, please. There we go. Or 61, so not great balance there. If I had a bit more time, I could have maybe recovered some balance before we finish, but getting a bit close with 15 seconds left to go. So apparently Palpatine and Starkiller can beat this Dash Hondo team. Luckily, Hondo doesn't have his Omicron, so he's not going to start. And we should actually get, well, hopefully start with the amount of terminates we're about to get. But this team does have a lot of defense and health. So I've tried to counter that with the data one I've picked for this team, with getting crit chance up, damage up, offense up, basics, with extra offense on stats and a bit of extra defense to help with a bit of survivability. So we shall see how this actually goes. Did you get the starts good? Right. Get some staggers out. No, we need to go after... Well, we can actually go after Hondo because he's not going to get revived by Andor because of his whole neutral tag thing. Let's go for an AoE. Okay, well, maybe a bit of a waste, but now we'll go after Bandor because we can't hit. Hondo. Really? I'm gonna do this just to kill Vander off. There we go. It's very, very good dash. I killed Dash off with an AoE. Oh, he dodged it, of course. Maybe this will kill him. There we go. L3's cleansing is super annoying. I know, so we can cool that down. Let's do this. Defense is nuts. It's keeping this Hondo alive for so long. Come on. Oh, so close. I probably should have gone for a stun there, but he got days on him. There we go, go for a stun. Oh, I was worried I was going to be Jahani or something on this turn. But we got 64 there, I'll take that. Nice win. Now we're going to deal with the 3 Omicron Malgus team, which has a level 3 Datacron as well. 20% Terminator, so I'm assuming that'll probably go to Bastila Shan, with crit chance, defense, and offense stats on the side. So Jabba should be okay against this. I am taking in my IPD Cron, which just gives a bunch of extra stats. 20% Terminator to start, extra offense, protection, health, defense, crit chance, all that we should need in order to get a win here. I don't know if you could probably full auto this with Jabba, but I like pressing the button, so I'm just gonna do it normally. Let's get this on you. I think I didn't actually do buff immunity on Malgus, which is probably a mistake. onto Malik even, not Malgus. He shot the taunt, so it's fine. There's contract. Nice. It's good. Right, let's get rid of Malgus. I'll just put it as a full auto now. But we should be okay. I will actually target Malik though. To make sure that Jabba uses the ultimate on Malik first. .22 there was that'll do absolutely nothing to him. So we're going to stall it for our ultimate. Just tickle him. Come on, Marauder, heal up. But tickle him. No. Oh, Embo lost the banner for us, but that's fine. So I am going to leave Raddus up in the north a little bit. Come to him last probably because I'm not too threatened by that team. But now I've said that, I'll probably lose to it. No, my luck. But we are going to start off in the south and deal with the teams down here. So I do think I'm actually going to start off on the Jango team. This is a very fast team. Bearing in mind Jango's lead gives extra speed to all scoundrels, which they all are. Zam's going to give extra speed because for Omicron, and then this level 3 Lasecron has extra turn meter and extra protection. But luckily there's no boss or any tanks in this team. So I'm hoping that my Aphra team will be able to deal with this. And we can get a win. So this is the team we're running. I am taking RG-88 and Darth Vader because I don't really have a lot of droid choices in terms of Relics 5s plus that aren't obviously separatist droids that don't go with other teams. I would like to take IPD, but it is only Relic 3, so I can't really make the most of the obviously the level 9 bonus for Aphra. So hopefully this will go okay. So they actually get to start. Okay, so I'm actually going to do let's get the droid in first. I was thinking about reducing everyone's cooldowns, but hopefully we can land some AoEs, ability blocks. Okay, get a tech turn anyway. It's fine. Now we increase everyone's cooldowns. Alright, let's kill Zam as soon as possible. Let's increase everyone's cooldowns again. Kill off Zam in the back. Now let's go after Jango. He's killing before he rockets someone. Nice. Kill you. Okay, I wasn't expecting you to die yet, but we're basic. Ow. Okay, well that works. Not great balance, but they all died too quickly, so I'll have to take what I can get. Now we're taking Raddus versus Finn. This has got a level 2 or level 1 Lasecron with extra armor and health. Hopefully we should be able to get this job done with the team we have set up. So everyone's Relic 5 minimum. So I'm actually taking my Sorticron here just to give us a bunch of extra stats so we get through this a bit quicker. Level 6 bonus for K2 just in case he needs it, but I don't think he will. And hopefully we'll be able to get a win here. I've never actually used Raddus on offense, so this could be a first for me. So we shall see how this goes. And when I say first time using, I meant in Grand Arena. Obviously, I've used him outside of this, but not with his Omicron. So I'm guessing the first thing we do here is we'll just go straight for Resistance Hero Finn. Did absolutely no damage. Maybe we can stun him though. Okay, good. I'm just going to basic. Put Frenzy up. I'll start doing specials to keep triggering Bistan. He's dead. Throw the debuffs out. Okay, do this for a cleanse. Choose Bistan again. Unfortunately, get rid of all our debuffs, so we can't apply them with Cassian. Maybe we can stun Finn. Okay, good. Just Terminator on Poe. Yeah, I'm actually just pass the turn to Raddus here. Get him charging his ultimate up a bit. I'll throw these debuffs out. The guy who cleanses is stunned. Alright, so apply all those debuffs to Poe at the back. I'll do this. Stun him again, please. Nice. Basic. She gets our ultimate, which it does, and then we can pop them for maximum banners. Very nice. So for the sortie team, for the best banners, what I think will give me the best banners, I'm actually going to take Veers Troopers versus this. Obviously with Gideon to obviously reduce their turn meter and give them demoralized to reduce their damage output. They do have a level 6 data cron on them with extra armor penetration. Luckily that's 100% resistance rather than armor. If that was armor, we definitely would be able to use Troopers here, I don't think, because it would have stopped Dark Trooper completely. But I believe he does physical damage, so we should be okay. Extra health, and then they deal damage equal to 2% enemies max health with debuffs, and they gain turn meter as well. But hopefully we should be able to get out in front of them with the Datacron I have equipped. That is the plan, but they are going to be very fast, so we might actually have to wait a bit before we get going maybe. They do get the start, which is good, but they are out in front on turn meter. So I'm going to do this and hope for the best. We do get to go, which is good, but I'm going to go all in on T3. Okay, good, he's gone. So he'll come back again. Right, I'm actually going to try and kill BB-8 now so we can get rid of the VIP. Okay, that didn't work out like I wanted. We will go for this though. And get some daisies. Let's do an AoE here. Let's go after T3. Do this. CQ, kill R2. A bit more healing you up in the lows now though.
Well, you might not miss, but we'll get offense up on you. Basic. We don't want to push turn, pull turn it back even. Actually, didn't put me turn it back, never mind. Maybe I should wiggle this, so actually got in. Okay, now you're gone. Let's go full auto. I hope we can kill Sortie before time runs out.
There we go, finally. 465. And for the last fight, we're going to be using C versus Raddus. It's a slight unusual comp to what I would normally see. You don't normally see many Relic, Shrews and Base about, or Chase as they used to be called. So that might be a bit interesting in terms of the strategy and how this works. But I do think this should be possible without What, and hopefully we can undersize it with this team. I'm just taking Short Trooper in there for a pre-taunt, and hopefully allow Armor to get the 3 stacks of Beskar applied to C. But they do have a level 3 Datacron with extra potency. Stacking crit damage won't come into effect here because obviously we're taking undersized, so they won't be able to crit at least 4 times, I don't believe anyway. And a bit of extra resistance penetration, so we shall go straight into it. Okay, so we do get the extra Terminator from the 20%, so this is what I'm taking Datacron wise. Extra defense, protection, crit chance, offense, and obviously the 20% Terminator. I'm kind of tempted just to give the 2 stacks straight away to C, but I'm actually going to wait. I think that might be a bit risky, but we shall see. Link up Baze, link up Raddus. So we can cover some protection on CN. Oh, Short Trooper had health immunity, I didn't see that. My fault. Right, let's keep that torn up. Oh, that base box would be annoying. Okay. We're going to ultimate. Okay, well, I don't think that's going to matter anyway, but that was funny. That's called Jin. Okay, it turns out those 2 guys are thinking we're completely useless, but it is what it is, and we've got a 60 banner win there, which would have been exactly the same had I taken LV, because I do have LV left over as well. Looking at GG, it wasn't a very good high banner win, which is pretty stupid for a Galactic Legend against a normal team. Okay, so as part of my new format, also I'm going to be leaving ships out of all my Grand Arena fights. I know a lot of you don't tend to actually watch fleets in my fights, which I don't blame you because it is my worst game mode in terms of enjoyment and skill level. I know I'm not very good at ships, so I can see why people tend to skip that part out. So I don't blame any of you for doing that. And I just feel like this would be a better format in terms of getting a shorter video out there. Ground zones is more my cup of tea and what I enjoy doing the most. And as you know, I definitely play for more fun. I try to use counters and things where possible. And I know a lot of you enjoy the fails and the good moments as well. So let me know down in the comments what you think about the new format, whether you would like me to continue to upload fleets as well, or just continue with this format where I show the team beforehand, then we just jump straight in rather than me going over each individual team right at the beginning of the wall. I do feel like this one worked quite a bit better in that you can actually see the relic levels that I'm using and the Datacron that I've selected before I go in. So obviously it means I don't have to waste any time. Well, most of the time I don't have to waste any time looking at the Datacron when we're actually in the fight. So that is going to be the end of the video. Obviously, as you can see, we have lost, which I don't mind. This should give us an easier week 2, or a more enjoyable week 2, I should say. This first week has not been very fun. Obviously, I did have a very good week in the last week of 3v3. And I know a lot of people don't like 3v3, so I imagine these are probably the big accounts that enjoy the 5v5 season, but dropped in 3v3 to then climb back up again. So I think we just got the unfortunate matchup with those big accounts, which I don't really want to have. So hopefully it's kind of corrected itself a little bit for week 2. We can have a bit more fun next week in the fights to come. So if you have enjoyed the video, obviously a like and comment is always much appreciated. It really does help me out. And don't forget to hit that sub button down below to not miss any future Star Wars Galaxy Heroes videos. And I shall catch you in the next one.